Now then, people, it's Danny Styla. Let me know if you can hear me and everything is cool. So now I think I have Secret in the building. Let me just go off this welcome screen. So yeah, we're in here to liven up these YouTube roads, these YouTube streets, whatever's going on them. So, do I want the overlay? What do I want? That's what me in here. Nope, we don't want that. We don't want Frankie. Do we want blank? We don't want by be right back, do we? Going on crazy. Right, so the welcome things there. I don't mind me being on it, to be honest with you. Right, so I know what I do. I've got to take that off. And then I think I've got to turn the camera on. I don't mind for now, you know. I'll lead the way right about now for a second. Just on my chat Jones. I need to get back to the chat as well. See, I've got a few people in. We've got Secret. I presume Secret, you're going to join the panel tonight. We've got a few things I've wrote down that we're going to go through and talk about. I'm having to hold the camera up right now, so just bear with me. I've got earphones hanging out. I've got all types of mad stuff going on. Man. Probably blipped off the clusters. But right, so here I am. I'm back now. I'm the volume. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Yeah. Right. I can see me. I can see me moving. Let me stick this to the side now. I have to post a link into the chat in a minute for people to join. Anyone that I don't know, obviously, face verification straight away. You're not coming on here and pawn bombing me, mate. That's what they do, don't they? Just try and bomb your channel out. Stuff like bombs going off on here, man. Let me take these here. Secret. We're in straight away with yourself. Calvin, he's in like a madman, doing madman alien business. He's growling. He's showing it on the stage. He's got one thing to say. Yo, Danny. I'm good, man. I know it's been a while. Everyone's probably thinking where Danny's gone. But I've not gone. I've gone mad. But, right. So the channel itself, right, has been calling. The reason why it's been calling is because it's been getting mad views, meaning I'm getting 100,000 views a month and I'm not even uploading videos. Now, apparently, YouTube are pushing for smaller channels to kind of join the algorithm more. I'm not saying that that's what's going to happen here. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Either way, it's still the community that we first had in the first place. But to hear that, studying YouTube and stuff and studying podcast interviews, watching certain things, I know a lot of the time, in order to keep engagement, you've got to be talking something that's relevant to people, something that's trending even. There's a couple of things I want to get in tonight that surprised me. Secret herself has kind of alley-ooped me in the way that we were talking about Russell Brand, and Secret literally pointed it out ages ago. Nope, he's on some nefarious activity. Piers Morgan recently absolutely fried the best shite talker in the UK, Piers Morgan, had him stuck for words, holding half a Bible, talking about how you can become a Christian in 7 days, and he didn't know how to recite the he didn't know where he was up to in the Isaiah part of the Bible. So yeah, pretty crazy. I watched him get destroyed and sat there, and as I was watching it, I was thinking straight about Secret, and I thought, Jesus Christ, she was right all along. And then I heard, this is why I'm going to get, you know, if I get some panel on tonight, I'm going to ask some of the panel, what do you think? What do you think of Russell Brand's absolute meltdown on TV? Yo, is what he admitted to, which I won't talk about until I've got a guest on. Big up Laura Connor. Yes, love. I hope we're well. I hope family's well. I hope things are going good, man. Thanks for joining. So yeah, I see Russell Brand. I want to hear what other people have got to say. Does he, as you know, is he a grifter? Is he using the Bible to try and get away with some horrific activity / crimes? You know, they're accusing him of crimes. But from what he actually said out of his mouth verbally, he's definitely guilty of nefarious activities. Whether those nefarious activities are illegal is not up to me. That's up to a judge, jury, and whoever else is inside the courtroom. But what he did admit to live on telly was some degrading, horrible, dirty, weird shit. Man's not on that, right? I used to like Russell Brand. Now I'm looking at him differently. Not because he's in court, because of what he admitted to. He said that at the 30-year-old mark, and I've been a 30-year-old man, Russell Brand could have asked any person ever, and my man chose to sleep with a 16-year-old. I was going to say 1 and 6 because I didn't want to say it, but it's better off saying 16. 16-year-old admitting to sleeping with her, said that it wasn't. He said that it was, mutual, like they were both up for it. But to me, that's crossing the lines, man. He was 30-year-old, so he's definitely borderline predator, right? Now, that is coming from a Russell Brand fan. The guy that introduced me to yoga. I didn't do no meditation. Not yoga, man, but meditation. I never touched meditation until I watched Russell Brand. Secret will tell you, yeah, man, I remember when Danny started his thing, he was going off Russell Brand, he was following his stuff, he was doing the Kundalini meditation. Now I'm sat there like, whoa! I'm like, this guy's guilty is guilty of being a dirtbag. That's a fact. Whether he's guilty of putting himself on people that didn't want to, that's not for me to decide. All that's alleged. Katy Perry's weird as well, Danny. Those two is in a relationship together. I believe that Katy Perry, what has she been doing recently? Who's she been going to war with recently? She's been having battles with somebody, not like rap battles, but she's been having beef with someone from the hip hop community. I can't remember who it was. Is it Drake? Not Drake. It don't matter anyway. I don't even like that hip hop stuff, man. I'm not into it. Drake and all that, like releasing Iceman albums, and I know that I've probably got a few ladies that like Drake. You get me? Like, big up Drake for absolutely dominating the music scene and taking over the hip hop career forever. For like the last 20 years, he's dominated, and yeah, he's still doing it. So Kendrick Lamar might have put him out of his game, but he come back. So if you can come back, that's what matters. It's not about how you get down, it's how you get back up. So he got back up in a big man way. So it's not even like big up Drake, because I don't even like the guy, you get me? My man's called Aubrey Graham, yeah, was brought up by a Jewish mum, never met his pops. He's just lying, yo. Like, my man didn't used to ever have no Caribbean food. He never used to have Jamaican jerk chicken. He didn't used to have that when he was growing up. He used to have waffles. He used to have fish fingers. You know what I'm saying? Like, my mum was having like chicken dinners and a chicken roast Sunday dinner. Like, that's what he was eating in Canada. He's not from the streets, man. He weren't having jerks on the barbecues and all that in the ghetto when he was a kid. He's not from that life. So, but that life don't impress me either. In all fairness, I'd rather bring my son up like how Drake got brought up than bring him up like some little hip hop mad kid from the estate who grows up to be a robber. You know, like who would want that for their young, you know, individuals? So yeah, I mean, I advocate for Drake. Why not? Katy Perry giving a young virgin male a kiss on the cheek. Then she said, "You didn't do it properly. If a man did that, they would be cancelled." Well, she's part of all that weird stuff now. I mean, why is Katy Perry suddenly, right, guys, yeah, this is what we've got to ask ourselves. I know she flew up in the rocket and she come back down and did a tour that was like something out of Butlins. You know, I've been Butlins and seen better tours than what her tour was. I sat there and watched it. Everyone was laughing. People was devastated that they went to the concert and they were like, "What am I doing here?" And she was bouncing around on stage with aliens and shit. So yeah, Katy Perry's lost the plot. Is Katy Perry, has she been an implant from the beginning? She doesn't seem to have that X factor of a superstar. Like she seems to be starstruck by her own self. Whereas like Beyonce, as much as I don't really like rock with her and Jay-Z, I don't like them too much because they're so celebrity like Beyonce still holds her own. You can see that woman in her. Do you understand what I mean? You can tell that Jay-Z is not taking the piss out of her straight up as a woman. She's a stone cold, not stone cold. She's a very strong, cold woman that will say, "I don't give a fuck. I don't need a man." Katy Perry seems to just appease to the crowd. You know what I mean? Whatever works for her at the time. Oh my God. Andrew, she's as warped as Russell. Well, yeah, I mean, to get with Russell Brand back then as well, Laura, right? Russell Brand, what did he used to call himself? Like the mad shagger and all this lot. Like, what did he call himself? The top shagger. Like, he's just crazy. But back then, like, it was weird, wasn't it? But it gives room for that activity that he did. I mean, let's be fair. That if a superstar that was 30 years old in this culture today, because it's a different culture than 20 years ago, it's changed majorly. So in 20 years later, which is where we're at now, we seen a 30-year-old pop star admit to being with a 16-year-old and sleeping with her. You would straight away, everybody like would be all over them saying is the N-word, N-O-N-C. Do you know what I mean? Like that's what word is getting called all day. Now I still think he's one anyway. He's warped. I don't live in a yellow submarine. The Beatles did. They lived in a yellow submarine. Let's see what Laura said here. Kelvin, it's on video, I think, American Idol. I seen it. I could have let the ground swallow me up for that young man. Sad. It's sad because what they're doing, Laura, is they're compromising the children, the young individuals, the talent, what they've got. Like, instead of the show that day being about this guy singing or whatever it was, I've not seen it, guys. So I'm freestyling with the topics here now. I had Russell Brand written down because I see what happened to him. Now we've gone Katy Perry. So Katy Perry, American Idol. What's a shame is whatever talent he was on there for has now been sort of looked beyond, because now it's all about the fact that Katy Perry did some weird shit to this young lad. And obviously it must have, it's like the ground could have swallowed Laura up. So clearly it was a bad doing. Katy Perry's been trying to beef with rappers. Now, what I was getting at before is, why has Katy Perry suddenly become relevant? She was not relevant. She's not been releasing. What was that song that I kissed a what? I kissed a girl with lip balm on or something. It's crazy work. Celebrities have no option to be in front of the media. But how do you perceive yourself? Like, I get that. Like, it's probably hard to stay pure and look great all the time. You know what I mean? Like, sort of like catch you out moment. You know what I mean? But with what the people are saying there, Andrew, there's quite a few people that are shocked at with way Katy Perry acted on American Idol with someone that's a hell of a lot younger than her. Now, with the way that she's trying to beef with these rap stars and stuff like that, I'm like looking and thinking, why are you suddenly trying to become relevant? Godson, big up in the building. I am good, brother. I hope you're well, man. It has been a long time. It's been a long time since I've hit this. Since I've hit the live button, brother. I made some mad nerds earlier on. I've got them here now, but I didn't eat them yet. Man, I might. Well, I might. No, I might. But anyway, what's that there, Laura? What for you? What, you kissed the girl and you liked it? No, you don't have to worry about that. You don't have to move that. It's a song, isn't it? You know what I mean? Nosdog, is that a troll that's come over here, bro? Coming to fucking get you, bro. Godson brings trouble, doesn't it? Things have not changed, Godson, after all this time, bro. Jesus Christ. And if this is a joke that I don't know about, it probably is because I've not been live for ages, gang. You get me? So I am out of time, out of touch, should I say? But at the moment, I'm trying to, I'm not trying to. I'm making a little comeback. If you saw what drinks I've got in front of me now, you'd think I would. You know I'm mad anyway. I'm always on madness. But listen to this. I've got a tea right in front of me, yeah, because I was thinking about Expo. I thought I've got to start it up with a cup of tea. So anyway, yeah, I've got 2 cans of Coke, a cup of tea, and 2 bottles of water, and two joints, and infused infused clusters, THC clusters, and then I've got a chocolate bar, which that's in the fridge though. But I've got the chocolate bar. I'm gonna read that on the stream as well. So yeah, man, you can imagine how high I'm gonna be, and I've already had some of them clusters. And I tell you what, I need to do a follow up video to that video saying, "Mate, them clusters have blown me head off." I advise you to everyone to make them. It's hard to get hold of that RSO oil, though, I believe. What is going on in the chat? Right. Oh, I put the lyrics to Katie's, sorry, bad taste with the subject. It's not, man. You write what you want, man. Freedom of speech. Weed is stronger when you eat it. Fact, Andrew. And you know what's crazy as well? That one that I've got there, the black stuff, that's only for consumption. You cannot smoke it whatsoever. It says it's dangerous and flammable. So you've got to either put a drop of it under your tongue or do what I done before, make something with it. Yeah, man, RSO oil. It was made by a man that didn't have long to live due to the thing that takes most people away. He didn't have long to live, so he decided he made an oil, started making his own oil, and ended up with a thing called RSO oil, which is named after him, called Rick Simpson oil. So big up Rick Simpson for making some 60 to 90% THC madness. I like it, and yeah, big up him. Big up my mum, Rick Simpson. So let me put through here now. Let me see whether I can post. Have you been anyway, Godson? Have you been well, bro? A lot's passed by with absolute everybody. I've not seen anyone for time, so it's not like I'm Andrew. I have a guru. Cut. I send Spanish seeds to USA, but if I smell cannibalism, I'm a cheap date on my back. Oh, Jesus Christ. Laurie, you're going on. You're be Calvin. Go and put it on in love. But Laurie, you're on madness tonight. You're madder than me. Weed is stronger when you eat it. Fat. That's why we're gonna get out the chocolate RSO infused. I didn't make that though. I bought that like that. 25 quid a bar, man. I bought 4 bars of it for £100. Can you fucking believe it? £100 on chocolate. But it's not just chocolate though, is it? Justin bribery. Right, so go on. Have we got something going on? Oh, who is bribing Justin Bieber? Is that what's going on? Right. So I need to look at that. Right. Here's another thing. So we've had Russell Brand versus Piers Morgan. Russell Brand, as I say, apparently became a Christian within 7 days. I think he needed it because he got a trial. Oh, man. Piers Morgan turned around to him and said, will you read to me the part that you read out in court? He went, yes, one moment, Russell. One moment, Piers. Sorry. Yeah, one moment. One moment. I started rustling through the paper, rustling through the paper like a madman like that. Yeah, right. My man didn't get nowhere. He turned round and he went, I'll just read this bit. Started reading Daniel's Out the Lion's Den. Fucking read my part, bro. That's my name. Now, I was a Russell Brand fan, but I can tell you now, no, I'm thinking different because I don't agree with any 30-year-old. I call them borderline PDFs. The reason why is because they're literally just of age. Any 30-odd or 30-odd-year-old, late 20s, no 16 or no 17, no 18, no 19, no 20, no 21. You got to keep it real. You got to be a real man, and you've got to have what we call morals. If Russell Brand didn't have the morals at fucking 30-odd years old to not sleep with someone at 16 and know that they're 16, then he's a wrong un. I don't care whether he's changed his life and turned to God, Allah, Jesus, the devil, whether he's turned to heroin. I don't care, right? He's a wrong un. End of, right? That's it. That's the end of that situation. So that's the Russell Brand one. Right, we can get rid of that now. Right, so that one's done. Katy Perry and Russell Brand, guys, their show's over. Next thing. Right, Donald Trump, madness. That's what we've got written down. That's another person I've been let down. I don't know if I'm going to get banned and all that like last time. But anyway, Mr. Trump, yeah, I thought he was real. You know, when he was doing all that talking, like saying, come on, vote for me, I was thinking, man, if they let that woman in, Kamala, the world's going to get wrecked, man. It's going to be a bad place. Man, right about now, I'm thinking maybe Kamala might have been better. Now, audience, people, I know it might be small, but I'm saying audience like we've got 3,000 people in there. Anyway, so do you think that we would have been better? Yeah, we're going to go Diddy mode, man. You better know that, Laura. I know you've been on mad freaky mode tonight, so it's like you want to go Diddy already. No Diddy from me, but we'll talk about Diddy. Oh, definitely. He's in jail, isn't he, still? So we've got to talk about Diddler. But anyway, right? I'm just want to get this out just for my own personal heart, yeah? I feel betrayed by Donald Trump in a big way, man. I feel like he's absolute lied the living shit out of me. I don't know if anyone else agrees with me because I had some Donald Trump supporters, Secret Squirrel, you know, Secret was down with Donald. We all love Donald at that point, man. We were representing him. And right about now, I'm not really feeling this make England great again or make America great. Maybe make England great again, yeah, like you know, but we've got to kind of stay away from them topics because it can get awfully racially divided, and that's not what we do on the channel. We roll and we rock, end of. When we don't do that, but what we do is talk about Donald Trump joining up with madness. I'm not going to say what madness is. You know who he's joined forces with. You know who he's helping in this war. So madness. That's what it is, right? They want the Armageddon. Do we have to really talk about that? Do we have to go there and really describe what the people who are sending over bombs over to that place? PP, where's PP? PP's the man for this topic and conversation. He's very political. You know loads, Danny. Nice one, Kelvs. Kelvin, question. At first, the world looked like it'd be insane if Kamala Harris was the president of the United States. It looked like it was going to be the world over. Everyone was like, no. Even people who didn't like Trump voted Trump, right? I know we're not American, but it does affect us. Now, this here is scary what he's put on the screen, because I feel like Kelvin knows what I know, right? Now, I'm not a mad conspiracy theorist. I'm not Alex Jones. I don't watch it. I used to watch Alex Jones, but, you know, everything's a bit mad, right? What it is you see how everybody has been fearing. Yeah, Laura. I mean, she might have done, you know. She might have done that. Yeah, I see what's happening, Danny. Am I right by saying that the people that don't like the Palestinians, Calvin, am I right by saying that we all thought and have been sold the fact that Islam is the biggest threat to the UK and the world, but really we have another entity that's actually advocating for the apocalypse, because that's when Jesus will come back. Now, that's not my words. This is what I'm watching, and I'm thinking, what the fuck? So I don't want to name who they are because I'm going to get named anti-summit, right? But that's what it looks like. And everybody thought that Islam was the biggest threat to the world, and it seems like there's a bigger threat. Now that's proper political what we're talking about there. I get that, right? But Donald Trump, has joined something that he cannot get himself out of, and he wishes he never got himself into. He's not against this Iranian business. He can't be arsed with it. He's been talked into it. There's 5 other presidents or whatever that tried to get talked into this by, what can we call him? What's his nickname? I know that he's called, we'll just call him Nettie, right? So, Mr. Yahoo, he's talked Donald Trump into getting into this war. The above is telling Trump. Now, at first, it looked like that could never happen. Everyone was told that they would give peace by Donald Trump, that there is no. But the elites, these elites are advocating for the end of the world behind our backs, which is nuts. And then this is why we get bunkers, underground bunkers being made by these billionaires, because they already know what the narrative is, which is crazy. Now soldiers, are being told, this is apparently, or allegedly, I don't know, right? I'm not no fucking expert, 100% expert. I'm just saying what from what I know. And trust me, I've done an awful lot of watching, researching, and looking into. And I never thought that, not that I never thought, but I'd never thought that Jesus would be used in this modern day and age, or I've never seen it be used as a way to slaughter people. And that's what's going on. And also, from the words of the American soldiers, that they're being told, whilst they're going out to fight, that they're fighting a war for God. That's something that you get told when you're in the Al Mujahideen, the jihad, the holy war. We ain't no motherfucking holy war. What are you talking about? How are we in a holy war? What you want up? So if I join the army now, you're going to tell me that it's a holy war? What? Hang on. I thought you fight for your country. We are told when you join them armies, I've watched enough Saving Private Ryans to know, right? I know it's a joke, that, you get me. You've always got to remember that I'm semi-trolling but joking. You get me? You've got to take the laughs with you've got to kind of understand when I'm being serious, when I'm putting a joke inside it. You know, if I just sat here talking, it would sound like I'm just being serious, moaning. But I have to get it out. So how are we being told, guys, right? Right, because there's some of these people that are in the army that are atheists. Is that the word? Yeah, atheists, right? There's some people that are in the British Army that are Muslim, right? So if this is a motherfucking holy war, right? And also in the American Army as well, you know, there'll be some people that are God, Jesus, but the people that are in the army, are they Jewish? Is that what they are? Are they from Israel? Did they follow when you're in the army and you're being a Catholic or a Christian, let's say, if you are religious, I'm presuming that if you was in a Western army, that you would be Christian Catholic majority of the time. It doesn't matter, obviously, you know, if it crosses, because again, as I've just said, when you join an army in your country, in our Western world, you don't join it for religion, you join it for your country. That's why they say you fight for your country, pride for your country, and so on. You don't sit there with a Jesus cross when they're flying across when they're going across the water with the boats. They have a picture of the flag up there. So why are they being told that they're fighting a holy war? Why are they being told that they're fighting the war for God? And the soldiers are coming home explaining it, and they're confused as to why they've been told this, because that's not what they signed up for. Now, do we understand as to why the fuck no one wants to join the army anymore? Because no one understands it. Would you send your kids to the army? In this day and age, would you want your kids in the army? And if they do go to war, would you trust the government as to the reason as to why they told that they wanted your son to go to war for the country? I thought it would, again, for the country, as I've just said, because that's what it would be for, not for the religion. So I'm not against any religion whatsoever. I've got Muslim friends. Not our Wade, not our war, Danny. No, because we're not being attacked as a country. If the country was under attack, not our war, Danny, but we are at war. Now, I'm not the only person who sat around thinking about all this type of stuff, Dan. It's not that it takes over my life in any shape, form whatsoever. Does it act? I see it and I think, wow, like Donald Trump suddenly changed his tune. Like, do we have to get into the files that have not been released? I mean, do we have guests on to talk about the files that were promised by Kash Patel that were going to get released? And suddenly the fucking files don't exist, but then they do exist. It's ironic how they think America is the devil. It's crazy. It's not that they're the devil. What it is it's like they're working for the devil, Andrew. That's what I believe, allegedly. You see, we can't say. You ain't the only one, Danny. People, we all see it. Which is good. It's good to see that written. Because, like I say, when I was really Donald Trump, I was really thinking, not because of all this right-wing style shit, man. I mean, man, are you mental? Listen, I come from a council estate where we grew up on having to be social, where we grew up having to, like basically like live off one another, like build off each other, that type of thing. Life ain't the same anymore. There's been a lot of, like I say, man, I think the files themselves, yeah, right? That was the red flag. Like, how many red flags did we get with Donald Trump? How many red flags? Right? Let's be realistic, yeah? Right. Flag number one, I'm going to write it inside the comments right now. Flag number one was what? Yeah, one sec. I'm not gonna read this out. I'm gonna type it. I'm doing a quote here from Donald Trump. This is my first red flag where I was like, what? Give me a sec, guys. It'll be in the chat in a minute. Question marks next to it. That's not from me. This is Donald Trump. I'm writing Donald so people don't get it mixed up with me, yo. Right. It'll come on the screen in a sec. Are we still talking about the E.P. Stein files? Dun, 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 Donald Trump. Red flag number one from the American president. The files at this moment in time had literally probably just been opened because it was about that time. If we notice, apparently the man Donald was inside those files more than any individual, allegedly. Suddenly, he's only in there every now and again. He can't get away with the fact that he's in the drawing book and written him drawings and stuff and did for his birthday card or whatever. So he can't lie about that. So his thing was the E.P. Stein files. What are we still talking about them? Like, why are they relevant right about now? We've got bigger things to do. What? One of the biggest PDF files that ever existed that's got information to some of the strongest people in the planet that have been doing absolute nefarious activities that are inside those files. Apparently bodies are behind those files. Everyone's going mental trying to go through the files. You just keep closing them, redacting them, releasing the victims' names so they get trolled. Yous are doing madness. Kash Patel is a liar. Like full on bullshit. So Donald Trump has let me down, sold me out, and I think it's personally they had a lot on him in those Epstein files, and he's had to fold to the Israelis, and he's had to do whatever they say. Otherwise, his family, all that, are all getting put out on blast, and it will absolutely end him. Not that he's, I don't feel like it's any better for him anyway, but man, like, Donald Trump's 80 years old and he's causing mayhem all over the world, you know what I mean? Like, get someone else in presidency rapid. But I never thought I'd be saying that. I was well advocating for Donald. Anyway, right, Donald's off the list. He's done now, guys. We've gone through that. Anyone wants to write in the comments about him, we can keep up. Danny, do you all go back to the higher table? Who's the actual one who is telling him? At the moment, right, Calvin, he's got his son-in-law with him. His daughter's married to his what's his name? His son-in-law is married to some power. Is it's hard fucking to explain it without sounding anti-Semitic, mate. Do you know what I mean? You've got to, you know what I mean? I'm not having people coming on here telling me I'm a hater of like a certain religion, because I am damn well not. I'm just saying that, right, yous are dropping mad bombs, not caring. We call a ceasefire, yous fuck it off and blast off your mad rockets. And then you have influencers that are from that background saying, yeah, give us money so we can make the Iron Dome better. Like, and it's like you're looking at the stream of this person, not going to name him, but this person, and it's like, yous are fucking doing this deliberately in our faces and going like, ah, ha, ha. Like, you know damn well at the moment you're having to back our country, don't you? And having like, yous are in it no matter what, and yous hate it, don't yous, really? And there's nothing yous can do because if we call you this name, like, you know, it's like, it's crazy. I mean, man, I don't want to end up like Kanye West and saying too much, right, and end up getting banned and cancelled forever and getting told that I'm against everybody, because I'm not. Like, what happened to those people in World War II is a different kettle of fish, mate. But I feel like years later, yeah, it's like the tables have turned, and I feel like they're doing the same to, you know, to not. I'm not going to say Hamas, because Hamas is an organization, to Gaza. You get me? Gaza. That's what they're doing. That's where they're terrorizing differently. So to me, like, it's all right saying, right, we're at war with a specific group, a guerrilla group, and, you know, we're at war with them, like, and we're going to get them. But these are at war with no guerrilla group. These people are flattening that place, man. And they've been flattening it, yeah? Right, I've heard this shit, yeah, since I was a little kid. I remember it on the news years ago. Do you all remember Free Palestine all your lives, man? Everyone's heard it. I am not out there with a Free Palestine flag. I don't do all that madness. Like I say, I'll come on somewhere like this and talk about it with people that are like-minded. You know what I mean? Yeah. Danny, our granddads went to war to stop this. I reckon my granddad probably dipped out, to be honest with you, you know, Kelvin. My granddad was like probably like, fuck that, I'm not fighting in the army. No, I have got a piece of picture inside my grandma's house of my great granddad, and he's got all the uniform stuff on him, and he's sat on a chair and he's writing. Got a pen in his hand, and the picture looks pretty, you know, like the guy's like somebody inside the army. Some type of captain general thing or whatever. I don't really know. I don't really. What is he like? How many generations away from me? Great granddad. I never met him anyway. I can't believe how this bad. Right. So that's another thing that we can get to now. Like I say, like-minded people. We put something inside the chat and then we chat on about it. So, topic number 2. Topic number 3. Sorry. I can't believe how bad this country is. Calvin is not racist. He just thinks the country is overcrowded. Right. We live. Are we supposed to have like? Right. So again, a conversation, Calvin, which we have to be careful in the way to put it. Is the country overcrowded? Most definitely. Is it filling up more every day, or is it staying the same? It's filling up more every day. We've got a madman in Parliament. It doesn't even matter who's in anyway, it stays the same. This is not like America. We're not a free nation whatsoever. We are literal slaves in this system, unless you're, part of the criminal world and you know, then you're part of the underworld and you live life a little bit different. You become a bit of an outlaw, but then every now and again, the actual law will grab you and put you in jail. So there's rules and regulations to that shit. So when you become an ordinary citizen, everyday Joe that wants to pay your bills, don't want to get involved in shit anymore, you become part of the system. And part of the system at the moment is a very bad way, because can you get into a dentist at the moment if you've not already got one? Not unless you're paying, you know. Inside your schools, do you feel like religious education should be taught inside schools? If it should be, which one? Because the diversity across schools is crazy, you get me? So you can't just, you know, advocate for the Christians, you can't advocate for the Catholics, you can't just advocate for the Muslims, you can't just advocate for the Jewish. You can't be teaching all this stuff in school and then telling them which one's right and wrong. So my opinion is all those should be your choice. Homeschooling, do I agree with it? I'd rather homeschool my child, but I'd have to make sure that there was in activities as well. So socializing, I think, is a big part of bringing your child up. In this country, in this day and age, you've got to concentrate on what's yours, your home, like what's going on in your house. Do you get what I mean? Because outside, it's guaranteed your kid's going to get taught TikTok, poison, short clips, you know, may get radicalized by anything from music to drilling to looks maxing to, you know what I mean, kids are doing steroids at 14 now, which is just crazy. Supermarkets are robbing us, you know. Calvin's got that down one sec, just lighting up. Listen, we was moaning about the supermarkets 2 years ago on this channel. The supermarkets have fucking doubled the prices since last time. Jeez. Now this supermarket stuff, yeah, they're blaming it on the war, right? They're saying it's the wars and it's the war before that. And then it's like, well, we're only just recovering from lockdown. Well, we still haven't recovered fully as a country. So then then there's a war that causes more. You know, I've not been driving, so I've not felt the bump of the petrol. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, but you petrol drivers, my new car drivers are out there that are getting petrol. Like, is it as bad as what they say it is? Is it really that much? I know that food is. I know that you can't go and get nice mince now for less than £5-6. You know, you can go and buy some £4 mince, but that's the stuff that used to cost £2. So yeah, we're getting crazy out here, man. And if they're saying that they're looking to take us back to the 1950s and shit like that, that's the conspiracy theorist type of view. I mean, with the way that we're going, fucking hell, man, some people will be living in the 1950s. I mean, you know, there's a thing that I live by. I don't live by the law, but I like to bend it to my advantage. If I can bend the law and twist it, then I will do. I am no law-abiding citizen, but I'm also a good person and never does anything wrong. That's what I can say. But at the same time, yo, it's all bullshit. And they're doing a new one at the moment. What's that other one? Hantavirus. Has anyone had that? Boat virus, there it is. Kelvin's put it on there now, look. Boat virus. That mad boat that, like, last time. Do you remember that fucking cruise that had all them people on it and they wouldn't let them off it and everyone was dying on the cruise and they were bringing dead bodies up to, like, mate, like, yo, like, let's be fair, like, this wars and things like that, yeah? Like, what's going on at the moment, it's got me talking about it. The way Donald Trump is the way Donald Trump is ruffling up the world has got the world talking, it's got the world, like, looking, but it's sucked everybody off the EP Stein files, meaning the you know what I mean, you know about Epstein. So yeah, the EP Stein files, no one's really talking about them anymore. At one point, journalists were literally going like that, are we going to release the fact? Now we're saying nothing about it. Now people are talking about hantavirus, people are talking about World War III, people are talking about gas prices, people are talking about Cuba is the 1950s and that's what they're going to do to us. People aren't safe in Dubai. Like, you're getting hit by drones, bombs. Everything's crazy distraction, and that's exactly what Kelvin's put, man. It's all distraction, and this is why I'm saying, like, about them files. Those files, I think, are the back end of the Illuminati, bro. Like, that's some Illuminati shit, mate. The people that are in those files are them powers to be. And if they're not them exactly, then the people they're the handlers of them. They're literal Donald Trump, or them are just puppets. We think that it's them, it's not them. They're puppets. There's something else going on. There's somebody else behind it. Whether it's a cult or what. All I know, yeah, is if you believe in God, if you don't believe in God, then you better start doing. Yeah, it's a need-to-know basis. I know what I know because I need to know, because it's a need-to-know basis. The elite, Danny. The elite, yes, Secret Squirrels added to the stage. Right, earphone time. A secret woman. Where are you at, fam? Oh, man. Right, there it is. Right, secret. Add to stage. Boom! You let me have me now a run.
Yeah, man. How you doing?
How you doing, my friend? You good?
Yeah, I'm cool. Bobbing away.
Good. What you say, secret?
I just says bobbing away, mate. Just working and getting on with stuff, I suppose.
Been cracking on. Coco, you going in there, girl? Go on. Good girl. Thank you. Yeah, smoke, man. She's doing better than ever.
Excellent.
Yeah, so I've just been going through my topics there, man. One of them, the first one was like, you were like kind of up your road. Topics for YouTube for the first chat back. So I said chat, which I've gone through. Russell Brand on Piers Morgan. He kind of proved your point to me.
Oh, yeah, but Russell
I was completely sold by Russell Brand, wasn't I? And you said, Danny, nope. And I was like, why, Secret Man? Come on, the guy. And you was like, nah, Danny, he's done shit that's not. And I'm gonna have to let you take the realm on it, man. He was right.
Can't mind me. I just remember thinking at the time, he just says all the stuff we want him to say. Yeah.
For shower.
Okay. Well, you got proved right by that. You said there was something dodgy about him. Literally, he admitted on Piers Morgan and on Megyn Kelly's show that he had intimacy with a 16-year-old girl. It was consensual. This are not my words. This is quote unquote consensual, which is legal in the UK. But goddamn, what the fuck? He was 30 odd years old or 30 years old. No, he wasn't 18, man. If he was 18, I might have let you off with it. But you're not 18, you're 30 odd. I'd have smashed your head in if it was my daughter. Do you get where I'm coming from?
Yeah, man, definitely. That's morally wrong.
So, and I punched his head in. Do you know what I mean? Like, let's be fair. If your daughter walked through and said I've been with Russell Brand all night, you'd be like, what? Where is he at? So, no, all morals then come into play. Now I'm a man. I know what morals are. I know what to be around, not what to be around. At 30 years old, you are fully aware that the morals of doing that unless for some strange reason you were in love with each other and you got married or something like that and you stayed together forever, then maybe people might have thought about it. But no, mate, it was a one-night stand. You said you was the man that slept around, and it was a 16-year-old, and you knew she was 16. So that makes you a borderline PDF file. That's what I call it, borderline.
Yeah, definitely. I have to agree there, Danny.
Because he starts talking about the age of consent. Now, the age of consent in some other countries, tropical countries, some of them are younger than that. Would you do the same thing over there, Adley? I think Piers Morgan did a great job of exposing the grift of just flying through topics that just appeased to you at that time. He fucking said to him, "What did you read out in court from the Bible? Do you have it there?" And Russell confidently said, "Yeah." He said, "Can you read it out?" He said, "Yeah." We started fumbling through the papers like this, making all types of noises, like looking. And he just went like that. He went, it was out of Isaiah, something. And he still started Russell, and Piers Morgan looked, and Piers Morgan, as a presenter, even said afterwards that he knew that silence was uncomfortable. The worst thing in an interview like that that's going to be watched by millions is dead silence. But he said, I thought I'd leave into that dead silence to see what this guy is actually about. And right there and then, he proved he could not recite what he said in court. So does he believe that becoming a Christian in 7 days is real when he can't recite Isaiah, whatever he was saying out of it? I'm not going to say Isaiah BS because it's something out of the Bible. I can't do that. That's blasphemy. But he is blasphemy.
Yeah, well, if he's going to use it, he should know it, eh?
He's walking in with a cross around his neck and all that lot, and he just got proved to be a grifter. He clearly hasn't become a Christian in 7 days. I mean, can you become one? I mean, that's the name of his book. That's what he's released, a book.
All right. How to become a Christian in 7 days.
In 7 days, yeah. Apparently, it's cop a few charges on some. It's cop a few grape type style charges, and then become a Christian to see whether it works. I think Russell Brand, crazily, is going to be one of the people in the UK that's going to end up getting actually put here. I think that he said on the programme, Piers Morgan asked him straight up, "Look, I don't know whether you're guilty or not guilty. I wait for you to be found guilty or not guilty. I just listen to what you've got to say. What do you think you'll be found guilty?" And he just went, "If I'm found guilty, it's the Lord's decision to put me in there. I'll have to do it, so on and so on." And I looked and thought, "You'll be fucked. You will be fucked in jail.
Yeah.
His head will go. He's got a wife that supports him and stuff like that." And I'm devastated at it, to be honest with you. Like, I know it sounds funny, like, to say that I'm devastated at it, but this man taught me my meditation routine.
Yes, and now he finds he's a fraud.
Now I find out that he's a fraud, and not only that, it don't matter that he's being accused, right? Accused is different to me. I don't mind accused because accused is an accusation. He's someone that may throw accusations. Someone might come back. But when this 16-year-old, he's admitted to that and gone, "Well, this is what I have done." So that's not, "Oh, I got accused of a 16-year-old. That's legitimately what he did. And he says that it's bad what he done. But man, like, you do admit to it if you did it because he's admitting to something that he done. But as far as it goes for people like me that was following him, if he can easily make me look at him and go, "Hang on, I don't rock with people who do that, me, Russell. I don't even let you get 10 years after, 15 years after and say, 'Oh, I did that 15 years ago.' I'm like, you did what 15 years ago?"
Yeah.
If that was my friend, I'd break friendship with them.
That's it.
Oh, it's disgusting.
Wrong answer.
What do you think of Donald Trump absolutely twisting and changing, absolutely moving the goalposts and changing the football field completely?
It's no good, Danny, man. We've had faith in him, but then you've got to understand who's really in charge. It's not him, that's for sure.
he's definitely got something on him. Alex Jones was saying that there's no way on earth that they've not got something on him. He said whether they're threatening to have his kids done or, or his kids took out, or like, he just doesn't get why this would be happening, because he said he knows him. This is not him whatsoever. Like, this is somebody else being controlled. And obviously, Donald has come out and said Alex is just a conspiracy theorist. No wonder he's not got no money left. The whole MAGA movement have turned against him, from Tucker Carlson to Megyn Kelly to Candace Owens. All of his main support fan base have all gone, nah, man, you're working for the Israelis. We're in a war. We're at war. We're fucking the Middle East once again. And you thought you was bad going in and getting the president of Venezuela in one day, and you think that you can do that to Iran. Iran is like a fortress. You can't bomb it because it's got mountains all over it. It's like a fortress, mate. The only way to defeat that, the Iranians, is sending troops in. And Donald Trump, if Donald Trump has to send troops in, that means that the war will carry on, and he will have to stay president. You can't resign as president, come down as president, unless you're exonerated from it, like took out. He stays in president because there's an active war going on. Did you know that?
No.
Do you know, like his 4-year term comes to an end?
Yeah, he'll get to stay in.
If the country's at war, he gets to stay in, yeah. So this guy, Donald Trump, can literally now, bit by bit, break us down. Like, literally, like, this guy is not him, but we know that this is not something that we never thought that Donald Trump would get the Westerns into a Middle Eastern war. He was totally against the Iraq war. He was against all Middle Eastern wars. He said there'll never be a war in the Middle East again.
Yeah.
And now,
who's in charge, really?
You've got Iran firing rockets at all their brothers.
Yep.
Iran are firing rockets at Dubai. Or not, all right, drones. Another thing that's on my list is, will Dubai ever recover into a stable currency country the way that it has been with the war that has been shadowing just a little bit over Dubai? Not completely, but put it this way, if I was over there and I was getting text messages telling me don't leave your house because there's fucking rockets coming over, but don't worry, we've got it covered, we're trying to blast them out the sky, and then you see them in the airport and shit, I'm feeling unsafe while I'm in Dubai. I'm flying home, I'm trying to sell my property prices have dropped in Dubai because people are scared to stay over there now and all types of stuff. So to me, Dubai's done.
Yeah, well, it was always going to be a bit sketchy in the Middle East. I mean, they like fighting each other for a start.
Well, it's always it's a country that's built on the desert, isn't it? And the only way that it's going to have currency is by tourism. It's got nothing to sell. It's got nothing to offer. The only thing that it can offer is glamourism. If the glamour goes,
shopping and shit, yeah, definitely.
The fight is really going to go over there, because obviously, like, the Iranians, as the beaters, if we keep knocking on their door, banging on their door with rockets or helping, they're going to keep attacking. They know that what they're doing is working. They've got a strong, tight hold. They've got their throat round the neck of the Strait of Hormuz. They are making sure that financially that they are not beating us with rockets. They're beating us with dollars. So every country in the world's looking at America and Israel and going, hang on, none of us can do business, and we can't go anywhere because of what yous are doing. So everyone in the world is pissed off with the two main aggressors of this war.
Yeah. Which
are USA and Iran. You get that donut that we've got Keir Starmer come out and say, we're not joining the war, and no, when we fucking probably are. And not only that, if they're at war, we're at war anyway. We get just as targeted just as much as they do in that sense. Because why, when something's going on over there, it affects us anyway.
Yep.
Yeah, but would you send your kid into the army? Would you have your kid in the army?
Nope. No chance.
There you go. And is that because you don't trust the government?
Well, yeah, pretty much. I
So,
don't
and
believe
then,
in the wars that they start these days, eh?
there you go. Because every war that we're being told is a completely different reason for why it's happening. I said earlier on the convos, I said that it's become a religion war for Western, because Western armies are being told by captains that you're fighting for God, like this is for God. Now, like I said, I don't want to get called anti-Semitic in any way whatsoever, but within their scriptures, Armageddon is not something that is bad. It's something that's on the cards, on the table, because that's when Jesus arrived back. That's what they advocate for. So when we always thought that Islamic scripture was what can we say, dangerous to the world and had a bad narrative. What about a whole nation and someone that's in control at the moment? What about them pushing for the end of the world?
Well, it's hard to
Because
tell.
that's when you say, if this is a religion war and we're doing it for them, well, in their scriptures, the ending's not too good. They want,
like to keep,
and that's why people keep saying. That's why people keep saying the Armageddon, because literally, in their scriptures, that's what the best thing is that can happen. That's some crazy shit. Now, if anybody can obviously put me right in comments about like that, then yeah, man, I'd understand if they said no, it's not like that. But I'm not thinking I could go to prison for thinking that is actually true, though.
Yeah, don't think, Kelvin. It's dangerous, mate.
That's why I said, I've got to be a little bit careful in what I say and how I say it, because you can't. I'm not. I don't believe in. I don't believe in none of that. You get me? No, I don't believe in the jihad side of it. And I don't believe in Jesus coming back when Armageddon. I'm not into it. I don't like it. It doesn't sound good. And if someone's saying that's what I advocate for, then it's like, what, the end of the world? And I'm like, yeah. Well, no, I'm not into it. Not a chance. You can save that for somebody else. And there's another one. Did you ever know about the boxer Adrian Broner?
Nah, no, I heard him.
Not heard of him. He was like a 4-time world champion. That was literally like, I think he had something like 400 or 500 million. And he's literally had to start up a stream like what I'm doing right now, and do this for a living, because he's like literally he's inside the house asking someone, can they pay for an Uber for him? So you're watching someone that used to actually that used to put money down the toilet and set fire to money because he had that much of it. He used to take the piss, like this is how rich I am, and used to burn money and things like that. And I swear to God, that guy is in an house, right, with a beer belly. I've been watching him stream recently because I'm sort of like, I've been sort of planning my comeback, if you know what I mean, Secret. How am I going to come back? And what am I going to come talking about? Am I going to come and talk shit? But I do want to kind of like every now and again stick to like certain things that are going on. I've done Dubai. I've not talked about the cost of living a little bit. Here's what you'll laugh at it. I've put chat as if to say, make sure you talk to the chat. Yeah. I put Russell Brand versus Piers Morgan ? I've written Trump with next to it madness, as if to say he's going on crazy. Then I put Adrian Broner because of the way that he's gone from being a world champion boxer who can't even get a boxing medal. Mate, it's just crazy, the guy's having to stream. And is Dubai done?
Yeah.
I think Dubai is not done at this minute in time, but what Dubai has shown is that it's very easy to be attacked. If you look at its secret, Dubai is not a Muslim country. It's not Sharia law country. It's actually really a Western country that has been made by the Islamic countries. Yeah, it's been made by the Middle Eastern countries for us to visit, buy properties in, and drive Lamborghinis around. That's what Dubai is. If it was mad, you wouldn't be able to go there and drink alcohol and do all that extra stuff that everyone does there.
Yeah.
OnlyFans models are only there. You can rent women to your house and stuff like that. That's not Islamic. That's not pure, and that's against every single barrier of. Do you understand what I mean? So it's just something for them to have to make money off, if you know what I mean. To make and in their religion, it does say that for the kuffar, which are us or whatever, they're able to make money. They're able to do business with us as long as it prophesizes their community. So in other words, you're allowed to screw them as long as it benefits us, but you don't screw your own. That's what their thing is. But stick with each other. Like, why not? Like, I don't blame them. You know what I mean? If I was raised in that community, I'd stick with me own. Like, it kind of is like that. But with our people, we don't stick to our own. We're getting told all types of madness.
Yeah.
Yeah, at least they're honest. What do you think about the Epstein files? What's that about?
A massive distraction, eh?
What do you think that here's the real mad part, right? So if they release them files, look through them. Are you telling me that we can't get people arrested and put in prison for some of the things that are inside those files?
They won't do it though, will they?
No, but that's the madness about it, though. Why on earth is there something out there that the FBI, Kash Patel himself said he absolutely secret? I seen him before he got president, before he got made the FBI, before he got made Secretary of State or whatever it is. He totally went in on this. Listen, the first thing I'm going to do is release the Epstein files. He went on podcasts. Everybody asked him, and he's like, I'm going to be as transparent as everything. And all we've had is redactions of the people we're supposed to see, and the victims' names are in there instead of being redacted, which it was supposed to have been the other fucking way round. We're supposed to have seen the fucking people who done the crime, and we're not seeing that.
Yep.
And we're seeing famous people, not famous, rich, powerful people messaging Jeffrey, as they call him, Jeff, right? Messaging him mad stuff. I mean, if we used to go through the files now, the shit is crazy. Talking about meat, some type of meat, which people think it's human meat because of the way that they're storing it. It's fucked. So there's some demonic stuff inside there. But it's like, okay, well, all that might be smoke and mirrors. But what about these people that went to that mad island and stuff? Because we all know that now there is definitely 100% nefarious bad activities going on them Virgin Islands. So in that case, whoever was there, why the FBI, Kash Patel, why is he not getting his guys to go through it? I said that I was the FBI leader. Go through there and find out who, not the victim, find out who the criminals are. We're investigating them. We're going to get Jeffrey Epstein. We might not have been able to put him in prison forever, but we're going to get some other people. even Prince Andrew, like, they can't might not get him, but let's get other people instead, because he's not in our country, but we'll let him know that if he comes near this country, he's going in handcuffs like the rest of them. This is what we do with him. We lock him up, we send him to jail. But no, 4 years of administration that's taught bullshit to us all.
Pretty much.
Absolutely lied, mate. And that to me, when I see Donald Trump now, do you know, I used to watch like straight away and listen to him buzz off his mannerisms and stuff. Now when he's on a TV secret, I don't bother now.
Yeah,
do you know what secret? His aura has gone.
He's definitely changed there.
Has the aura gone, or am I mad? Am I feeling madness? Like, am I right? His aura's gone, hasn't it? It's not got it.
Nah, definitely not anymore.
And there's a reason for that, man. He's been put in a chokehold. He's got to have been put in a chokehold because he was too adamant and powerful and too meaningful about what he wanted to do, how he was going to do it. And boy, has he let us down, man. And I'm not even American.
Yeah, he's let the whole world down, it feels, Danny.
Do you feel let down yourself a little bit? I know he doesn't affect your life day in, day out, but I know you used to be liked him like that. You thought, yeah, man, you know, he's different. Sleepy Joe, we used to laugh at him. Now I know for a fact that you look now and think, nah, man, like that does let me down for real, really.
Oh yeah.
You see? It is. Well, like I say, man, I have literally lost he's lost his value of. Kelvin, I'm reading for your comments now, brother. I'm not leaving you out, brother. Don't worry, mate. I'm on one, mate. Jesus Christ, Kelvin, man. You have to write crazy stuff. I'm not putting that on the screen. He was humping a camel. I'll put that on the screen. Kelvin's been humping camels. No, he said he's here. Look. Jesus' face was spotted.
Yeah.
Look at him. Look, Andrew's written there at 8 o'clock. It's now. He written, look at Prince Andrew, for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
Someone is hiding behind scenes. Another distraction of King Charlie. I'm a little bit like, I don't believe that Charles, I'm just going to call him Charles because he's not my king, but I accept the Queen, you get me? The Queen was the Queen. I'll give her flowers, you get me? But the King, I ain't got no kings. So Charlie, I believe that Charlie, the guy who calls himself the King, yeah, I believe he doesn't like his own brother. I personally think that there's been a lot that went on between him and his brother with other women and Diane and all this.
Under the bus, Danny. He's worse than his bro. Like,
he's worse than his brother. And you know what? Secret, I would, you know what? After some of the ways that you proved me right over the time, proved yourself right there, like, I don't doubt you now. Now I'm like,
I would imagine he's worse than his bro. Like, there's just something about him, eh? And he was friends.
There is, you are right. You know, when he wears the outfit, the king's outfit, and he puts the crown on and all that stuff, it doesn't sit right, does it? We feel like it feels ritualistic. It feels like they've fucking done this 100 times. It feels very Illuminati.
Well, it is really.
Feels Illuminati. It does. It's like it's full on. It's full on like cult style. Walk in the room, fucking everybody bangs the fucking drum at the same time and shit like that. It's like, oh my god! Like the only thing we're missing is face masks.
Yeah.
And then what you've got to remember as well is worship. Worship, right? We spoke a lot today on here about religion. So worship, what do I mean by that?
Yeah,
everybody turns up to these King Charles pop out, so whatever, you get me? I don't know why I'm calling it a pop out like he's a superstar or something, but you know, King Charles shows up, so does everybody else. Everybody shows up, they idolize / worship the king. The king don't talk too much about the Lord, but they sit in churches doing hella madness, making all types of noises, and they've got vicars or priests, whatever you want to call them there. They're doing ritualistic stuff that looks religious, but they're not talking too much about the Lord. I don't know if that's because I've not listened carefully. I don't know if I'm missing something, but it's a little bit like we're made to worship people other than gods. We're supposed to worship God, right? So why are we made to worship a man in a crown?
So what they work?
We must pay.
False idols, Danny.
You see,
idol, man.
That's where I start thinking, yeah, there's some, you know, because you've just seen me then stop in my strides and take me thought and go, hang on, okay, yeah, it seems ritualistic. Then I've gone, it's a little bit like worship. Then I thought, hang on, they don't really do too much. God, I don't really, apart from I see a cross or whatever here and there being put on or whatever, but I don't really see him preaching the word of God, what God wants, what Jesus wants, what how Jesus would have lived, or any of that. I don't hear it coming out the king's mouth or his son's mouth or any of that. Like, so what are we worshipping?
False idol.
Because over in other countries, you had the Ayatollah. The Ayatollah was the thing that was closest to God. What did they do? They used to preach God. They might have preached it in a radicalistic way, but they did preach God. At least they actually stood by what they actually believed in. What do we believe in? What the people that turn up to King Charles thing, are they turning up to worship a false God? Or are they turning up to, you get me? Like, because it's false. Right. We are gods, worship no one but thyself, made in God's image. I like that wording. I like that wording. Look, yeah, Kelvin's made a great point. I'll never understand religion, which a little bit like myself. I don't understand it when I start seeing, I see people that need faith. So some people are brought up with it. We've got to remember that. And some people are brought up to be fearing of the man above them, whether it be one God or named another. But some people are brought up with it and made to read these Bibles and Qurans, and that, you know, there's some people that choose it, and then there's people that do this royalty, you know. I've kind of just thought to myself that it seems like a fake god, like a worshipping a guy that's dressed up in stuff that we could never ever even dream of like wearing or touching or anything. So that's making him like unhuman. Man, they say that they're lizard people, you get me? I don't know if you like fan. If you are, you probably think that the religious that the royalties are lizards. A lot of people think that they are lizards. I don't like. I just think it's madness, yo. Like, I like to believe in a lot of things, but when human lizards, I don't know, yo. Until if someone turns into a lizard in front of me, I don't know whether they're might survive. I might try and kill them, right?
Yeah, well, that's,
I've got fucking paranoia. I've got paranoia, and I'm not having someone lizarding out in front of me, yo. I'm attacking them. Fuck that. Mate, are you mental? Somebody there like talking to me, and next minute their tongue just goes, Billy, splits in half and they lizard out on me and fuck, I'm gonna be like, nah, man. Someone's put something in me drink, and then I look back round and they still look like a lizard. And I'm like, yo, it's a real lizard. It's a big lizard, so I'm gonna have to fight it. Like, I can't imagine rushing the Royal Gates. You get me? And when I get in there, start getting chased by the men in black around the building or whatever, and then they start turning into lizards and shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that would be a scary potential.
I like to. Anyone that's watching, Secret knows me. I go OTT, like I go funny. Then, like I have, I do what we could say imaginary scenarios. So I've just done an imaginary scenario of me trying to like run into the Royal House building, like the palace or whatever, right, and see how far I can get. But I get quite far, and as I start getting through the building, the men in black stop being men in black, and when I look round, they're like lizards on the wall, running faster. Do you know what I mean? Like that's a crazy thought. I should make a movie, man. I should make movies. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. What do you think of this? Another good one here now. People, Joe Rogan has come out with something ridiculous. It's still on a little bit of religion, so anyone that's liking this religious stuff here right now, I've got to put Black or Brown 4-4 has commented, Bible is a free Masonic playbook. Oh, decipher. Again, good wording. Right. You've written something else before that. The Bible basic instructions before leaving Earth. Bible. I'd like Black or Brown. I don't know whether you'd like to come on and talk. You sound pretty very up to date, man. Like, I don't disagree with anything that you're saying right now. If anything, I'd rather understand it than disagree with it. The Bible basic instructions before leaving Earth. If it is, then I better get reading straight away. I choose the Daniel because of myself being called Daniel. The Lion's Den, which I read that, like, and I look at, like, I do believe in the Bible as well, Black or Brown. So I'm with me being called Daniel, I always say that, Daniel being inside that Lion's Den, inside the scripture, was what we call beating the odds, the chances of something happening. The chances was that Daniel was never going to get out that Lion's Den, but he did. So you're beating the odds and chances of life. So I always think to myself that I'm blessed with being called Daniel and living the life as Daniel, because I feel that I've constantly been in a lion's den and put in and out of different lion's dens right throughout my life, and I'm still here now, and I probably have lost the plot. I was going to say I've not lost the plot, but that's to be debated or whatever. You get me? Like, I'm a madman. But yeah, we see them every day. You see them on the news and in Parliament. We can't see us through we can't see through the veil due to enough shapeshifters about us. Yeah, so 4-4 here is on it, like, about that, because some people, right, Secret, that are deep into this shapeshifting. They're deep into it, man. Like, I always say to people, like, make sure that you look after your life at home. I will one day, brother, and talk. Yeah, man. Well, if you're hooked to the channel and that, if you're subbed and that, we do lives. You're always welcome to come on when you're free. We'll definitely go through some talks, man, 100%. Because because these things are good to be spoken about for people to get an understanding. We're sat inside our homes. We watch this stuff that's on the TV news. We have our own thoughts. Sometimes we don't have like-minded people to discuss it with, apart from chat boards and forums. I don't do it. But I know that loads of others do. I watch a lot of videos where they do investigations and shit. I know people are absolutely on Reddit, smashing absolute comments out all day long, living for Reddit. I'd rather come on and actually talk my shit, like get it out. Most definitely. So yeah, September 27th. People thinking what you've done. Right, what's that about there? 27th of
live. That'll be when Kelvin.
That's what?
That'll be when Kelvin will go live. He'll do a live stream.
What, in 2017?
Yeah.
What, is he a fucking time traveller?
Yeah, of course he is. It's Kelvin.
Oh, Kelvin's doing great. Kelvin's time travelling. I need to hit some RSO, man. You know this stuff that I made? Did you see the edibles what I made?
Yeah, man, I was there,
I'm eating one now. Mate, the bad boy. I don't need no sweets tonight because I've made these. We're all on a level. That's what it's about, Pelv. Sometimes you've just got to. Like I say, like-minded people that are open-minded. I talk this shit to people sometimes. They look at you like you're a madman. But then when I ask them certain questions, I can see that they're just NPCs.
Yeah. There's a lot of them about, mate.
A lot of these NPCs about, man. And you know what? Some of them pretend to be like one of us, but they're not. Once you go about the
100%.
A lot of people are good at socializing to get themselves in to be able to be comfortable. But once they're comfortable, it's like they shape-shift into the NPC that they are.
Interesting.
Like an NPC every now and again gets a bit of character about them, brings himself into your life or whatever. And then before you know it, when you're talking to him, you're like got that no expression on the face every time you say something, or you put something to him, or you give a narrative or a theory, and you can just see that they're just like, no, I think you're full of shit. No, I don't agree with you. No, I've got more important thing. And it's like, yeah, because you're not aware, are you? Like, and then, but then in the next sentence, they'll say to you, yeah, Donald Trump's going to cause World War III, isn't he? And it's like you look at him and think, half the shit I talked to you about literally leads up to that. But and then you come out with that because you've watched one thing, and you know what it is? It's not because I've told them; it's because they've been to the mate's house when they've had a drink or whatever. The mates have been talking and said it to her, and now they believe it because now they've had it on. Now they've had it from the best friend, but they didn't believe you at first because they thought that you were just going on with yourself with your ADHD or whatever.
Yeah, man. 100%.
Trust me. And ADHD don't mean shit, mate. It just means you've got a faster brain than others.
That's it. You spot patterns and shit where other people don't.
Yeah. ADHD/autism, mate. I swear to God, it's realistic. I've got my review coming up, yeah, and it's for ADHD/autism. So I believe that someone like I think it's a gift more than a curse because it depends how you use it. Secret, if you saw what I'd achieved, Joe, if you looked at the gaff and that and everything, all the new for, you'd be like, oh my, how the fuck have you done that? I've got the new gaff looking like an absolute showroom.
Excellent. Never doubted
it looks
mate.
Banging. Absolutely banging. I've done all my DRO, my DRO order. Nice. Completely done. Over 30 grand of debt, absolutely obliterated.
Excellent. They can just
Right, yeah. Kelvin talking about dimensions. Now, what I'm saying is, I'm not talking. He's talking mad. We must look outside the box. That's a fact. That's part of the NPC brain. NPC brains don't look outside the box. Ice Cube, yeah, he refuses to work with Hollywood, hence creating Cube Vision. Do I believe he's been bought off a few times? Yeah. Just don't harm innocent people, Kelvin. That's referring to religion and where it takes you as a person. Just, don't have it where you look at others and feel like you have to harm them or hate on them, which I also advocate and agree with. Do not let religion turn you into any type of radicalist. We see every day, you see them on the news, yeah, we've got there. I saw a ghost plane. You know what I saw?
Oh shit, mate. Hold this in.
I was, yeah. Oh shit. Pardon me. I was to put through the church to it's all about looking through the lies we've been told. It's up to us to decipher. Most definitely, I agree with what's been played out in front of us and not to go with the normal narrative. Most definitely, you've got to try and create your own normality out of the lies and madness that are put in front of us. What I will definitely back and say there is that we are living in a world of lies and corruption. And whilst we're living in a world of lies and corruption, we have to find truth and honesty. And this is not no Russell Brand trying to get out of a charge, right? That's how he sounds when he's trying to get out of his charges. How I'm sounding right now. You get me, Russell? I'm taking your fucking place, mate. I'm not the new Russell. I'm the new peace man. You get me? I'm the new guy, right? Anyway, like I do honestly believe that as well. Like, don't let it bother you, man. Don't become angry. You literally need to make your own world nice in a world of madness and badness. Look at MJ. I mean, we might have to have a whole podcast about the guy.
Yep, I'm up for that.
Because Michael Jackson, I mean, we can't do a Michael Jackson conversation within 20 minutes or whatever. Michael Jackson, we've got to do it. It's like a case study with him, man, because there's a couple of Michael Jacksons that exist.
What, do you not think he's gone?
No, that's not what my theory is. I do believe that he died. I don't believe that he would have ever lived through what the hell he was being put through. I believe Michael Jackson was killed. Do I believe that? Do I believe? I think there's too much smoke for there not to have been a fire at some point. I'm sorry, but I love the guy with music. I rate the way that I rate the fact the talent the boy had, right? But then I have a look at the holding the hands. I have a look at the pattern of behavior. The pattern of behavior was a certain age target. As soon as they got to a certain age, not bothering with them anymore, then taking on someone that was the same age as that person and looked similar to that same kid. And so those are what we call patterns within crimes. When looking for a PDF or whatever, and they have a look for patterns of grooming behaviour, and I strongly just believe that through some of the things that I've watched, that he did show patterns of consistency with, it wasn't just like random, it was targeted ones. And that's where I say, why targeted? Why didn't you carry on supporting that individual when they got a bit older? Why was it fuck them off and take on some? That's where I'm like, okay, do I believe that the parents of the alleged victims that he had, do I believe that the parents was in it for the money and didn't give a fuck about the children? Yeah, because they let them stay at Michael's house in the first place. Nobody in the right frame of mind will let the kids sleep at a 40-odd-year-old man's house knowing damn well that he lets them sleep in the beds. Not unless they were in it for money and stuff like that. People have been known to sell the children. It doesn't mean that these people that Michael had, they practically didn't do it with them. Apparently, one of the families, when the courts, when something was going on, they flew him out to Mexico and tried to keep him over there for as long as possible. There's just a few too many things, and I don't want to believe that my MJ is a monster. I'd never want to believe it. Do I believe that he was always a monster? No. Do I believe that he became one? I believe that he became a subtle monster. It's very, very, very. I want to know that if he was an unsexualized individual, if when I say that, I mean if he didn't have any sexual desire whatsoever, which is how we've all had it painted to us. We have been told, not told, but we've had it sold to us that look, he didn't have any. He didn't like women. He didn't like men. He wasn't gay. He didn't like women either. Even when he was with the women that he was married with, it weren't real relationship. And then we find out that he had pornographic stuff inside his house.
But was that his or was it fucking?
Well, yeah, it was his.
Dad over here, so his dad would have wanted to get revenge. I would imagine, like he made Joseph look.
I mean, there's a lot. That's why literally I do say it is up for me. He's literally one of them where we'd have to have screen share and all that and go through shit. But I don't think anyone's ever going to get there. Like I say, I'd like to believe and be proven that the stuff that I've looked at. But then again, though, the pattern of behaviour just doesn't add up. Though, like we all know that any crime that goes on, like a serial killer has a pattern of behaviour. That's how they catch him. It was only rare that a serial killer didn't have a pattern of behavior, like Richard Ramirez, for instance. Richard Ramirez killed randomly. He didn't target a certain age group. He didn't target a certain ethnic, certain religion. He targeted anyone and just went on a mad spree. It didn't matter whether he was young, old, child, woman, man. He was blasting you in the head and doing whatever, right? That was him. Every other period, and he was known to be a very, very, very peculiar, never seen before killer that was random, and that's why he got away with so many. He was the Night Stalker. That's what he was called. Do you remember him, Secret?
Yeah.
Yeah. He was the only serial killer that doesn't have that pattern. Ted Bundy. He were college girls. All the college girls looked like his ex-girlfriend. They was all blonde. They all had the long hair. They was around so many foot tall. If we have a look at, I know I'm going to go to a movie now, but I'm just looking for patterns in my brain because I've not got a computer. I'm freestyling. The movie Silence of the Lambs, Buffalo Bill. Size 12 women. Size 14, sorry.
All right.
Remember it? That's what he went for.
Right, aye.
So that's where they started looking for the new. That's how they kind of tried to catch him on trying to knowing that he was looking for bigger girls and so forth. I'm not saying the bigger girls, you get me? Anyone at size 14, I don't mean that. In the film Buffalo Bill, he made out like it was a big girl. I know it's not a big girl, so I'm just letting you know. No shame with there. What I'm saying, I'm just saying Buffalo Bill's a madman. But he was on that. Then also as well, let's go to Peter Sutcliffe, the Yorkshire Ripper. What did he target? He targeted Street workers, we will call them. Yeah?
Yeah.
He targeted street workers. What was his pattern? Hammers and screwdrivers to do his murders. Dennis Nielsen, another serial killer from the UK. He was known for targeting young men, male men, and they was known to be majority homosexual men that he met in gay bars and stuff. He took them back to the house, killed them. So he had a certain, like, that was his taste. John Wayne Gacy, he used to target young lads that were sort of like drifters, did he call them? Is it drifters? People that like catch, you know, put their arm out and that, you know, hitchhikers, lads that, you know, that didn't really have, you know, if you didn't have any money in that, he'd offer them a job and say, come on, you can work at my thing or not. I'll get you a job. Yo, you can work for me. I'll pay you daily. And he would target those because they didn't have family members and stuff that looked after him at them times. So that was his target group. So now I'm not fucking no criminologist. Well, I am. Right? But I'm not a criminologist, right? For murders and serial killing. What I am saying is, I'm not talking at Secret Squirrel. I'm talking to the world as I'm speaking what I'm saying. Secret is just like my partner in crime on the rhyme, aren't you, Secret? You kind of just rocking with it. But the pattern is right. What I'm saying is we can see there that all these serials have a mad pattern. We're talking about MJ, and what I'm trying to say is I got shown the pattern by someone who pointed that out on one of the trials of Michael Jackson, one of the documentaries that you watch. And when you see something like that, it's hard to unsee it.
Yeah, but
especially when you watch other stuff and they're showing you about patterns. Because these patterns, some parents are told to watch out for from people around them. You know, some of the strongest things that happens to some of our young individuals are done by people that they know.
Yeah.
So you've got to look out for them patterns, man. You've got to be, as a parent, you've got to be super aware. Not you, Secret. I don't mean you. Jesus Christ.
No, I'm sitting here trying to make something, Danny, and it's not looking quite right.
Well, I've got the chat rocking, man. I can't believe. Kenzie Custer, I've not seen you in a while. I'm saying that, though. I say that. I've not been on, Kenzie. I hope you're well, man. Nice to see you. I'm eating a sweet right now. What is this link here, my ex-wife's secret? What's that, Kelvin? I'm not putting that on the screen. You're a madman. I like big, tall women. You're crazy, you. Is that you? Yo, Kelvin, we're talking about serial killing, you know, right? Yeah. Right? I'm putting it on the screen. Right, listen, we're talking about serial killing, bro. And you've literally written, I like big, tall. If big, tall women go missing, then Kelvin has probably tucked their asses into his spaceship. Oh, that's a blessed out comment, that, you know. Missed you, lad. You are golden. That is great. Thank you very much, Kenzie. That is mint, yo. Ah, you're mad, Kelvin, about FFS wrong video with that. What you put on a link to a crazy video. I didn't click on it, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Kelvin, we don't think you're a serial killer. I think you're a fucking mad alien. What's mad is Kelvin's never missed a chat, I don't think. Don't think Cal's ever missed a chat. So, yeah, man. Dubai is crazy. Like, everyone, you know what's dead funny? They were kind of like laughing, like over here we pay mad tax and that, yeah, and it is mad tax, isn't it? Like, come on, 20% just on your wages, and then you got to pay tax on sugar, you got to pay tax on everything, you got to pay tax on your money, you got to pay tax. You just got to keep paying tax. And then over in Dubai, obviously, you don't get taxed, but like, literally, I seen these guys having a bit of a back and forth, like the YouTubers. And one's in Dubai, one's in London. The other one's turning around to the other one and saying yeah, you taxes, or you have to pay the taxes. Then when the bombs started going and everywhere started going to war, the guy in London started saying, yo, how do you feel now that you're in a country where you have to watch out for fucking missiles above your head and that warning coming up on your phone? You can't go to the airport because it's getting hit by bombs, drones and shit with bombs on them. Like, I'll pay my tax and not have to worry about any of that. And actually walking down the road and seeing like a missile flying, on its way to somewhere. Imagine seeing it, like, whoom, straight past you. There's a missile comes and it's on its way to somewhere to blow the shit out of it. Yo, listen, we're not built like that, right? We're not built like that. I don't care how street you are or roadman or any of that business. We're not ready for it, man. Listen, the mental health line will not work when the World War III goes off full. Wait, when all the rockets are going everywhere and that, you can't ring 999 and say help. You can't ring the crisis mental health line and say I'm having a nervous breakdown. The kids are driving me mad. The news isn't working. The last thing they said is that it's game over. Like, yo, we're shitbags. Like, over here, we got locked in our houses and we all ended up with PTSD out of it. Which obviously, that virus getting locked in your house, the lockdown was absolutely bad. Everyone's right to have PTSD. But still, though, what I'm saying is if you think that was bad, like, honestly, like, imagine being a Ukrainian, like, living in Ukraine. Like, no, man. Like, nah, I don't want to do it. I don't want to live there. It can happen to anyone, clearly, because 1 minute everything was okay. Even Tel Aviv. Do you remember? Come to Tel Aviv. This is the greatest place in the world. You can come for a holiday. Well, now it's not the greatest place in the world. It's like hell. You get me? So it can easily change. And I'm not really feeling that this UK vibe, our guys, we are not ready for it. The youths aren't ready for it. The adults aren't. Like, the army and evil, I reckon, like, the army's full of absolute. I can't say that because I'm disrespecting the troops. I'm not going to disrespect the army like that from the UK. You get me, represent. You get me, big them up, big the army up all day long. No disrespect to you. I didn't mean it like that. What I'm saying is like, I just don't feel like you're ready for like madness, pure madness. Like, I thought the Russians were ready though, but I don't know if Ukraine. Like, what's craziest though is those Russians could smash Ukraine's country in one day, couldn't they, if they wanted to? If they just really wanted to, like just end the civilization of the Ukrainians, they could do, couldn't they? Like, everyone's like, yeah, man, the Russians, they're not capable. And it's like, okay, you're saying they're not capable. What do you actually want them to do? Like, they've caused quite a lot of damage. I don't know if you've seen it, right? But what the fuck do you like? Do you for you to go like, yeah, that's what we mean. The Russians are capable of that. Like, what? Like, fucking obliterating it, like turning it into sand. Like, nah, man. Like, you're in the Illuminati, bro. You can be in the Illuminati, bro. Come back and just give me information on what's going on. I don't even want to know what's going on. Madness is going on. That's what it is. Listen, when I heard When I heard that they're telling that the fucking Americans are going to war for God and that, yeah, and this fight is for Jesus and all that lot, yeah. I was in that fucking army room. I would have got up and said, "I'm going home," and everyone, the sergeant would have been like, "What have you just said? You what?" I'd have said, "I'm fucking going home, man." And he say, "You saying you're going home and get on the floor and give me 50 press ups?" Nope. I'm doing no press ups because I'm going home. I'm not fighting this. You have lied to me. I fight for the country, not for a buck. Oh yeah, get fucked. I would go home, and I always said in the past that I would never fight for the country anyway, because I always believed that everyone's been lied to. Secret, you got a love out there as well from Kenzie.
Hiya, Kenzie, darling. Concentrating on this Lego figure.
Oh my God. Kelvin, what have you been writing here? Like, what's this big women? Big woman. Imagine if I went prison for an opinion. Well, in this day and age, you can do.
That's it, yeah. That's the Big Brother world.
You can do. You go over to different countries right now and tell them your opinion. In each different country, you'll get a different reaction, Kelvin, right? So, let's go on the map, right? Yeah, we'll put ourselves in a video game. Yeah, you can go on the map now, right? Yeah, virtual video game. All of us are in it there. We're sending you in now, Kelvin, because you want to go conquer. No surrender. You're in the Illuminati. No surrender. There it is, Kelvin Illuminati. So. One second. I'm not joking. We need to be careful how we say it. Any man who hangs around with kids is red flags. Well said, Andrew. Sammy Hamburgers, sorry for missed you, brother. I am very well, my friend. Be careful, Danny. People like me or you go missing for saying this. Fucking hell, don't wish out me, Calvin. Seriously, Danny, you are on my level. I'll have a look at that video, Kelvin, the Justin Bieber one. You see, Kelvin's into that, into the conversation. What I'm talking there, then some of it's secret. Yeah, sounds like madness to some people, but to some people it resonates. It's crazy.
Yeah,
that lizard talk and all that. Like, some people are realistically really into it, man. It's mad. You're better off, like, not yourself, like, but it's good myself having a little bit of insight into all of it, kind of thing, so I can kind of vibe out on topics. And because, see, people really go there. Like, I've had to live with Isley. You got to remember that, man. My man's crazy.
Yeah, pick up Isley.
Oh, Jesus Christ! My son-in-law got 180 hours and a £5,000 fine for opinion over Southport babies, which was clearly the Southport.
Yeah.
Oh my God. That's disgusting, mate. You see, when we're saying that when it's been put that you can be locked up for your opinion, you're saying be careful. Well, it's true. If feds come to my house tonight, I'd tell them to get fucked, mate. I say get fucked. But it don't mean I won't walk out the fucking court with 180 hours and £5,000 fine. I mean, that's what they do, don't they? They criminalise you for it.
Yep. Not allowed an opinion, eh?
You're not allowed it. You've got to be very, very careful. Oh, yeah, that's right. That's nice, man. I did 40 hours doing online courses. No way can you do probation on online courses now. That is not real. Is that real?
Probably.
Mate, when I was younger, our community service was different. We had to paint the church and all that, man, with an orange outfit on, look like dickheads.
It's because you were a dickhead, Danny.
I know, mate.
I'm kidding, man.
Yeah, I was though, man. I've admitted, man. Some of the shit I've done, yo. But then at the same time, along the way, yeah, I've done more good than I have bad. We live in a society where you are definitely taught at a young age not how to prosper. You're taught more how to crash and burn. Until you realise that it's not the world that's in control of you, it's you. At one point I took drugs. I didn't give a fuck what anybody thought about me, like neighbours and stuff like that. Like I used to just think, fuck 'em, what, you know, like it was all about me. Main character syndrome, if you'd like to call it that. I will not sit here and go like, I had ADHD. Like that's no excuse. Well, it is, because that gives a good reason to us why I was a bit of a bad kid and that growing up. Like, right, why I always wanted to do mad hyper stuff, and my mum couldn't keep up with me, and so that obviously leads to that. That spiral of you more leaning towards hanging about with your street mates. That's what happened. But ADHD, I just think to myself, nah, man, I don't like. A lot of people look at it as an illness these days. If a child has got it, then totally understandable why they look at it like that, because they need a different set of attention. But yeah, a lot of my shit. If I'd have understood a lot of morals that I had. Now the morals was just general ones like respect thy neighbour. You see. Respect thy neighbour, you get me? Like back then, like I was not respecting my neighbour, I was disrespecting my neighbour. Yeah. So my attitude used to be like bad, in dark mood, involved in selling things that you shouldn't sell when you're growing up and that. So yeah, I mean, do I like that? Am I proud of that? Nah, man. Like I don't even really talk about it anymore. It's a done, and it's a chapter that's done in my life, man. It's more now. You'll see me more talk about what's going on in front of me or what's going on in the world itself. What do I think? Like I said, I've been a bit wondered as to what people think about the Russell Brand versus Piers Morgan, because it was a complete show, man. Like it's the worst that I've ever seen. Even Piers Morgan said it was one of the most uncomfortablest interviews that he's ever done in his entire career.
Brilliant.
You've got to see it. Secret to believe it.
Yeah, I'll have a watch.
It's not two weirdos trying to work together to convince the world that he's great. Oh no, Piers Morgan eats him up and spits him out, and it made me go, oh my God, this guy is a complete fraud. He's just been shown up right there and then. No edits, no nothing, straight up just raw dog. And Russell Brand is a wrong and mate. And back to Kenzie. Oh yes. He was severely autistic, Danny, so he missed his time with his dad. But it's done now, family climbed in, paid fine. Oh, bless, man. You see, when I said before about people who stick together and prosper off each other, there's a difference in sucking the life out of each other than prospering off each other, helping one another. In this day and age, it's crazy rare to actually find functional families, on top of saying that it's hard to actually find functional friendships. Yeah. Never mind families. Both of them, are hard to come across these days. I see a lot of families that are broken and divided by money. Granny passes away. Next minute, people are arguing about who gets this much money and that much money. That's not happened in my family, so I'm not giving you a scenario where it's happened and that's what's going on. So I'm talking general. I've seen it go on. Like, my mate's nana passed away. Next minute, the aunties and them are talking about money, and next minute, the two cousins aren't speaking anymore. And it's like it was over the fact that if the nan didn't die in the first place, the grandson, then the family would be speaking. So money breaks it up, man. So it's good when you get a family that stick together and business, and you have business and stuff like that, work for yourselves, hire each other. Like, that's what I recommend, man. In this day and age, it's more priceful for yourself to create a family business than 4 or 5 years work for different businesses.
No, definitely.
Yep. That's what certain ethnic groups do.
Oh yeah.
They will stick together with the money.
Yep.
Tommy, you got a big up before, brother. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to miss you out, our kid. Big yourself up, man. Live forever. That's it. Stamp your mark in it. Damn it. That's why I'm leaving these videos on YouTube just in case man dies, bro. You get me? You can all listen back and be like, yeah, there's Danny talking in the afterlife.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is a message from when I go anyway, yeah. Everyone watch these back. Make sure you like and all that lot, especially if man passes away and that. Share it and shit. Stream the songs and stuff like that, man. Get me a good funeral. I've not thought that far yet. Jesus Christ. I don't think I'm having one.
I think I'm having one. All right. I think that's really for you to decide, really, considering like you'll not be here.
Yeah, man, I'm on my own out here, man. I'm just going to leave the bill with someone. I'm going to order myself a big dead posh one, right, yeah, with horses and everything, and then just slap it in someone's name. You know, my final will. When someone opens my final will is going to be when you open it, yeah, and it's you're not allowed to open that will until my last breath has gone. You get me? And when it's gone, you open up the will now and see that man's got a 15 to 20 grand funeral, yeah, and you're paying for it. Whoever opened up the will first, because you're greedy, trying to look what I gave you, but I've give you a bill.
Good show.
You get me? So there's the bill. Thank you for the funeral. And I'll see you there. Is that not good?
That's pretty good, and I'll see you.
That's how I'm doing it, man. Oh, mate, that's a bad boy comment. Thank you. Good to see you back, Danny Styla. Flashback. Good Expo days, mate. Yeah, Expo, man. Big up Expo all day. Yeah, man. Expo's like a veteran at this stuff now, isn't he? He's like an OG of the live chat world, streaming. Yeah, he started it over here for us, man, getting it cracking. Popping, man. We're popping it off. Have you seen that mad guy in America called Chud the Builder?
No.
Oh, man, I need to get screenplay on for everyone, man. Yous aren't watching the right stuff, man. Yous are not subscribed to the right channels. This is crazy, man.
Clearly not.
This guy called Chud the Builder has been going around live streaming. They call IRLs, as you know. I'm going to start doing them soon, people, but not like that, what he does. I don't mean what Chud the Builder does. I'm going to start getting about with the camera soon, calling it an IRL and just talking why I'm getting about, because it's working, yo. So I'm doing, and that's going to be something that I'm coming up with soon. So, yeah, man. Well, don't watch me soon when I've got one of those little them sticks that hold your phone up and that, man, streaming. Yeah. So we're going to be doing IRLs, but this streamer guy has been going around the United States of America, Texas, I think it is, because that's their gun state carry place, right? So the daft twat's only getting about using the word freedom of speech. but he's going up to people and calling them ninjas.
All right.
Right? So he's calling an ethnic group ninjas. Now, obviously, there's going to be some type of backlash at some point. He's been saying that he's going to blow off the first person's head that tries it with him because he's only exercising his right to freedom of speech. So he's been going round, he's been doing it, he's carried on, he's got semi-famous off it. People have started reporting on him and making mad videos on him, getting the numbers up off him. Next minute, he says the word to somebody, they attack him, and he fucking shoots them and shoots himself in the process. And not only that, he's now facing 60 years in jail for attempted murder. So his freedom of speech is absolutely writ off because he's written already that if anyone says anything to him back and hits him or anything, he's going to blast them. So he's already done premeditation. He's a silly cunt.
Wow. That was clever, eh?
Yeah, Chud the Builder, I know you're like, you've got people who work for you, just in case you watch my channel. I think you're an absolute sausage. You got punched in the eye, yeah. You smoked the guy with your gun. He didn't even die, and you shot yourself. And now you're in jail, and you're asking people to bail you out. You're mad, aren't you? What a guy, mate. What a fucking guy. I don't like racists, me. I know people over the country and that. We've got people from all over the country and on our lives and shit. But at the end of the day, racism does not have any place in my community. Religion and stuff like that is a different topic. We talk about it and we try to get an understanding between us. Some people won't understand, even I don't understand. But when it comes down to race, I do not have any racial tendencies about me that are racist. I do not like it. I think it's distasteful to hate somebody for the colour of the skin or for the way that they live as a group. It's your own culture. Stick to yours. Our culture's fucking bacon and sausages and all that lot in the morning. Sunday dinners on a Sunday. Watching Heartbeat. That's what we do. Coronation Street, EastEnders, all that. That's what we do over in the UK. In other countries, to do other stuff. But when it comes down to racism, it's not happening over here. End of. So if you'd like that, you can't be in here. That's what I've got to say. Nah, man. Listen, we're gonna do an IRL barbecue, in real life barbecue, Kelvin. You can come to it virtually.
Just bring your own food.
You can come and attend it if you want. I'll give you the log. I'll drop the log. I'll drop the log. I'll drop the location, bro. You can pass by, man. You can get me. You can bring some burgers and shit. I'm definitely not racist. That's good, Kelvin, because it'd be distasteful. It'd take away some of the charisma and some of the greatness that you've got about you. It'd take it away from you, bro, because it'd put hate in your heart. Why would I know that you've not anyway, Kelvin? I'm saying this like if you was racist, that would make you have hate in your heart. You've not got that hate in your heart. That's what I'm saying, man. We can have our views and opinions. All views and opinions on this channel are individually for. Anyone that says something is allowed to have their opinion and view. But when we cross boundaries and stuff with disrespectfulness, we're not on here like Tommy Robinson even declaring that some religions are absolutely horrific and bad. No, man, we're trying to look at other ones and saying, hang on a minute, we thought that one was bad. Let us look at this other religion. That looks bad to us. Oh, no, fuck that. We're staying out of religions. Like, that's what we're doing over here kind of thing. So that's how I like to look at it. We might talk about Islam there. When I mention the word Islam, does that mean I'm against Islam? Does it fuck? if it makes my Muslim brothers, yeah, if it makes them live peaceful and good, like what Kelvin said before, as long as as long as no one's hurting nobody, if a Muslim person is living righteous and living good and normal and nice, then what is wrong with that? Nothing wrong with it. If it's a Buddha, if it's a Sikh man, if it's a Chinese man, any man, African man, white man, Jamaican, leave them to it. When they start whipping out machine gun and start blasting you with it, then worry. When they want to come and do madness to you, then worry. Then ask yourself why they're doing it. That's when you can question it. But right about now, the one problem that we've got in the country, we all know what it is, and it's overcrowding. And then we're not really, I mean, are we scared to say the word around there, Secret? What the problem actually is? Are we scared? Right, because there's a real word to what it actually is, what the problem is.
Oh, yeah.
In this country at the moment.
Don't know what you do.
Immigration.
Yeah, immigration.
Immigration is the problem. I think our little superstar here, Kenzie, I think with me saying that there then, we'll absolutely rate it because it's like brass. Like that's what our son-in-law got in trouble for, was mentioning like certain things and like, yo, like, I'm not going to say the word over and over again so we get flagged over here, gang. But, you know, when we said before that overcrowding, the word what I said a moment ago is what it is. We should, you know, we've got too much of it. It doesn't we don't understand it. I mean, it's not that the people that are doing the horrific crimes, it's not that they don't understand us. It's that these people, they look like they come from hell. Yeah. You see them walking down the road in the videos and that, the guys and that, and they're off their heads. Like they're just lunatics. You know, them people that are doing all this mad stuff, stabbing girls in the streets and stuff like that. Like these people that are doing it are absolute loon bands. Like they're not even religion style people. They're doing it because they're psychos.
Yeah, it's a different level.
I know that some of the horrific crimes that have been done in the country, right, have been done for quote unquote kind of religious reasons, like because it's kind of like what they've been, what's the word, radicalized to believe. Yeah. There's been crimes that have happened in this country that have been caused by radicalization. That's correct, isn't it?
Yep.
Bus bombs getting blown up and that in London. Was that behind religion?
Oh, was that, mate? That's the thing people are prepared to die for the most. Yeah.
But these people that are coming over and doing this stuff at the moment doesn't seem religion style. It's more just attacking young people with knives. And I'm not on about your gang members. I'm on about just random people from set countries that are just going round and thinking that it's good to go on a stabbing spree. And at one point, something like this would happen in the country once every 4 years or something. No, 4 times a year or something. You know, these day and ages, it's happening every 2 weeks.
Yeah, it's pretty regular occurrence getting these days. It's just accepted. Yeah,
the new thing is the new buildings that are being targeted. The new religion buildings that are being targeted are the synagogues.
Yeah, well, that's a whole different.
That's what's being targeted now. So everybody kind of like is understanding like the narrative kind of thing. But at the same time, I don't believe it is okay. The purge is upon us. You're right, man. But Kelvin, what's mad, bro, is like the stuff that we're seeing happening now is some of the stuff that was on TV years ago. And if he mentioned it or spoke about it or whatever, or made it real, like said, yeah, I think this stuff is real, what I'm watching now, he was made out to be a madman. But what right now is happening right in front of our faces. Alex Jones years ago turned out and said that there was guys on an island doing A, B, C, D, E, F, Gs, all types of alphabets, right? My mum was saying it. Everyone said he's a lunatic or whatever. I know he said the bad stuff about Sandy Hook, but look, man, this guy was saying mad stuff and it sounded lunacy. Like he was saying that the frogs are gay. The frogs are gay.
Chemicals for people taking fucking, what's the word?
Yeah.
Hormone replacement going in the local river was turning the frogs from male to female or female.
Yeah.
And they shouldn't have been doing
and
that.
They were doing sex with each other, like, so, and that meant the frogs were bent. Like, I don't mean to be, but gay's not bad. But I'm just saying, when the frogs turn gay, it might be bad. And what about then if the humans are drinking the water? What about if it happened to them? That's where Alex Jones was going with it.
Well, that was it, yeah, because the water's poisoned essentially. Shouldn't have.
And now you want to wonder why our adverts are filled with men wearing makeup, and ABCs walking into school places and advocating that you can be who you want to be. No, mate, I'm all right. I don't want to be Katy Perry. I don't want to be. I don't want to dress up as her. I'm all right. I don't want my son to. No, man. Like, it's crazy. Like, we are living in a mad day and age where at school they're advocating that if your kid wants to be Brian if she's called Brenda, or Brenda if she's Brian. Like, it's not right, man. And and then on top of it, what's Kelvin, man? Kelvin, you make me fucking scared, bro. I read Kelvin's fucking messages, yeah, and I'm sat here, I'm like, Jesus Christ, man, I'm in fear for my life.
Mm-hmm.
The purge is upon us. Loads of stuff's happening. Cursed by the devil. Egypt had water, and it's still there.
Yep.
Under the pyramids. I don't doubt him, no, you know, man. This will be. I tell you what, yeah, there'll be some truth in what he's saying. This will be just something where I kind of think, I remember when I said I know bits and bobs about, kind of like to be able to take kind of little bits and be put it together with like where Kelvin's onto it. He knows a little bit. He knows more than me, kind of thing. What he's saying now will definitely. There'll be something. There'll be programs and shit like that. Like, yeah, he's saying is true. Like David Icke, yeah, I swear to God, if you listen to him, I am not a David Icke. I've listened to the guy once, yeah, right? And I remember thinking to myself, right, am I fucking really watching this or what? And I was sat there and I was thinking, but everybody takes him dead serious, though. So I'm like, I carry on listening to Secret, and I'm watching it the first time, man. I'm watching it, and when he starts talking about lizards, and I was thinking, I couldn't do an hour. After nearly an hour of it, I've gone, no, man, he's a fucking lunatic, him. I've got to stop watching it. I stopped watching it, and since then, I've watched stuff and gone, you know what? Everyone's got David Icke's back, you know, man. Like, everyone's really feeling David Icke. And people, yeah, are being asked, do you believe that the royal family are lizards? And how many people turn around and say, there's something there, whether they turn into lizards and start, you know, tripping out and having lizard faces or whatever. I don't know, but I believe that there's some type of gene or something that isn't right. They don't look normal, so on and so on. And when it's like, yeah, man, these people live until 100 and odd years old and shit like that. People think that the Queen's not dead.
Well, that's it. She's believed to be away doing her retirement. as a lizard.
It kind of would make sense though for her to step down while she's still alive. King Charles comes in and takes over and makes it the new world order. Like. So when we go back to like Kelvin's like the end of days like talks earlier on, like that's where I kind of look and think it kind of looks like that though.
Yep.
Yeah, it's all coming out. The pharaohs have secrets of rituals. I know what I know. It's crazy shit, man. It's crazy. Like this, the Amazon. Yeah, let's have a look at this one. Yeah, that's nuts.
Going to grab my phone.
And then it's like, why are they doing all that as well though? Like it's so much. It's that ritual shit, and I think is it for what's the ritual for? Is it forever living? Is it for longevity and life, like to live longer and shit like that? Like what are they on, man? Like we'll have to lock in another episode one time, man, and we'll have to touch on some of these subjects again. I'll get out me. You have to do some a bit more, get some researching, Kelvs, because we'll come back with some of these topics, bro. But we've smashed it tonight, people. We've gone through all the topics that I wanted to as well. We've done. Right, honestly, I'm gonna have the computer. I'm gonna have the computer, Kelvin, and do share play, and you will be able to write some of these things, and I'll be able to go into Google, and we can look at it there and then, and we can do a bit of like research into some of these things, bro, and see if we can educate some people and educate myself as well. But we're on the road to 2,000 subscribers. It's crazy. The channel's been calling me back. My channel this month here has had a fat 100,000 views without me even uploading a video. Like, tell me how that's happening. 100,000 views this month, and I've not even uploaded a video in like 3 months, and that was a song. Like, make it make sense that I've had 100,000 views. Ras. But anyway, people, thank you for watching. Secret, I really appreciate you coming on, and I'm going now.
No worries.
I am going to.
You back.
I'm gonna go and get some food down, mate, and watch a fucking movie. Yeah, man. Right, peace out, gang. Peace out, Kelvin. Thanks to everyone that commented tonight as well, showing support. That's peace and love, that all day. Secret, I'll give you a shout as well, man. I've got your number there, so I've got a new number, Secret. I'll text it over to you. Yeah.
Good man.
All right, man. Secret. Have you got your number?
Yeah, no changes on the send, right. Mate.
Good, man. I'll have to download. I'm gonna download my things, and I'll definitely get your number because it's saved on my backup. What do they call it? Backup.
Yeah, your cloud.
Yeah, backup on the phone when you put the email address into it. That's all I need to do. So I'll just get all my old numbers back. So I've definitely got it on there because I can see it inside my thing when I go on Google. So you're on there, fam. Secret Santa there for Kelvin. Right. Peace out, gang. Thanks for joining, everybody. Peace out, man. Enough love, man.